There is something strangely charming about picking up a piece of tech that feels like a time capsule. This little silver machine from 2012 is a reminder of when the idea of a browser-based laptop was still finding its footing. It is incredibly light, almost toy-like in the hand, which makes it surprisingly easy to toss into a bag and forget it is even there. The build is entirely plastic, but it has held up better than one might expect from a decade-old budget device. Opening the lid, that 11.6-inch screen greets you with a resolution that definitely shows its age. It is not going to win any awards for color accuracy or sharpness, but for basic text work or catching up on emails, it gets the job done without too much fuss. Now, here is the reality of using this thing today. Under the hood, it is running on an Exynos processor, which was a bold choice back then, but it certainly feels the weight of modern web pages. With only 2 GB of RAM, you are going to notice some stuttering if you try to push it too hard. It is not a machine for multitasking. If you have more than a couple of tabs open, the system starts to show its limits pretty quickly. It is a reminder that Chrome OS has evolved significantly, and this hardware is essentially running on fumes compared to what we are used to now. The keyboard has a decent amount of travel, which is a nice surprise, though the trackpad can be a bit finicky and requires a firm touch to register clicks. Storage is another area where you really feel the constraints. With only 16 GB of space, you are essentially forced to live entirely in the cloud. If you are the type of person who likes to keep files locally, you are going to run into a wall almost immediately. Honestly, the wireless connectivity is another point of contention. It uses older standards, so do not expect lightning-fast speeds when you are streaming or downloading. It is perfectly fine for a stable connection in a quiet room, but it struggles in environments with a lot of interference. What stands out, though, is the simplicity of the whole experience. There is no fan noise to speak of, and it stays cool even when it is working its hardest. It is a quiet, unobtrusive companion for someone who just needs to type out a document or do some light research. It is not a powerhouse, and it was never meant to be. It is a relic of a simpler time in computing. If you're looking for a daily driver, this is definitely not it. But if you find one sitting in a drawer and want a distraction-free writing tool, it still has a bit of life left in it. It is a quirky, nostalgic piece of hardware that serves as a perfect example of how far we have come in just a few short years. It is not perfect, and it is certainly showing its age, but there is a certain honesty to its limitations that is hard not to appreciate.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.